Welcome, welcome, welcome. That was the first time I got to use that thing before. So that was a countdown timer, and I got impatient and I tried to crush it, and I couldn't. So here we are. So this is Doug DeJong, and this is Make Some Noise. And I got all the way from Japan tonight, Mr. Travis. Here we go, Mr. Travis White. Let's add him straight away.
How you doing?
Good to see you, sir.
Good to see
Australia.
you too.
So I'm just going to zoom into you, and if you want to tell us, what you do and where you do it.
What I do and where I do it. Well, I'm
musically related. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's this place down, it's like what is it? But they call it something different here now. I'm a professional musician here in Japan. I've been here since around 2003 after I graduated from Southern Cross University in Lismore in Australia.
Wow.
And I just play guitar, teach guitar. I have a music academy as well. Sounds really cool, but it's just really small. Just loving music, connecting with people. My wife's Japanese. It's that's what I do.
And we're about keep talking because I'm still trying to multitask. But whereabouts in Japan are you based?
I'm primarily based in Tokyo. Where I live is near Yokohama, but where I do all my work and stuff, like my music teaching studios, and that are in Tokyo, in a place called Gotana. It's very different to Australia. I know you've been to Japan, so you know the difference.
I spent a lot of time in Shinjuku.
Oh, Shinjuku, yeah.
Shinjuku, I don't know how to say it.
That's okay. No, it's all good, man. Yeah. Hey, you're not fluent? Come on. It's shocking. You always get that with people. I'll just quickly say that, everyone suddenly becomes like an expert, and they've probably been here like several months. It's so funny to hear, and it's like, okay.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah, I never comment. I've been here almost 20 years, so I just stay out of it. It's a funny thing, that one. It's like the guitarist with language. Anyway, yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm actually trying to tag you, and I don't know why it's not working.
Facebook is funny like that sometimes. When we did the birthday video collaboration thing, I was trying to tag people in, and it just would not bring up people's names. But then I went to my my cell phone, like my iPhone, and I did on that. It's not a problem. So it's almost like blocking the IP of my computer or something. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really trippy.
Something really technical. Yeah. Well, and so let's quickly just talk about Japan, because we will get on to playing, and I know you got a jet very quickly today. So with my experience in Japan, they sell more guitars in Japan than they do in any other outlet around the world. Because I got to meet Jason McNamara, and I hung out with him at NAMM and etc. Blah blah blah. He's cool. But I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Okanamitsu? That's Guitar Street, where there's 400 shops in 400 meters or something. 40 shops in 400 meters.
Ochanamizu. Ochanamizu is so ocha being tea, namizu.
Okay.
So Ochanamizu is they call it the gakki town. So it's like the musical instrument town of Japan.
Yeah, right.
I've been here almost 20 years, and I haven't seen it all yet.
It's crazy. I love it.
Luthiers
everywhere. Luthiers.
I don't go there all the time, because if I do, it's like I'll end up I'll be there all day, and I'll forget where my home is. It's
it's crazy to get lost, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's but there's the thing that people don't realize is that there's so imagine you've got probably the easiest way to explain it is you've got a McDonald's, but you've got a basement, and then you've got, say, some buildings are 8 floors of McDonald's, but then they've got 40 of those. So imagine of being bombarded by 40. That's exponentially crazy. You're overloaded with McDonald's. So it's like that for guitar players. It's all the guitars. It's holy crap. And everything, they've got everything, down to really obscure parts to really rare, expensive instruments. And I don't want to talk too much, but
no, that's because I've got another story. I went up to what I really love from Tokyo. You can go snowboarding. So within 2 hours, I was on the the Shinkansen. I was woke up in the morning in a hotel. I was snowboarding over lunch. and have a hot drink, jump on the bullet train, straight back out and shredding again right in Tokyo within 2 hours from the mountains. It's crazy. What I really love about those, I think it was, what did they have the Winter Olympics up on the mountain? Is it Nagano?
Yeah, Nagano.
Nagano. And the other thing was, what is awesome is they have bourbon bars inside guitar shops. They must sell so many guitars. So as I was playing these different guitars, here, have another bourbon. Here's another bourbon. They asked me, what do I drink? And I was like, okay, cool. And I did walk out with a few guitars from that store. Here we go. We have Keith from Portland, Australia. How you going, Keith? So hey. I guess, I'll slowly unfold the thing. I'm still sharing this. So if anyone's watching, please share. This is really cool to get the time of Travis in Japan. So about your approach to playing, because, as you said, you're a exponent of Southern Cross University here in Australia.
Yeah.
So did you study under Mr. Kelly, Jim Kelly?
I studied under Jim for the whole duration of my degree, which was really cool. Because when I've totally one of his disciples.
Awesome, because I got one of his books. He's a legend.
Which book do you have?
I know the. Oh well, it's about the dominant seventh.
Yeah, dominant seven chord and then the blues. I've got it right here, actually. 1 second. I think it's a fantastic book.
Yeah, right.
This one. That looks familiar.
Yeah, fantastic. That's it. Yeah, that's the one I've got. Yeah. He's an amazing dude.
And that book really kind of, if you're learning chords, especially if you're learning about, like, I think if you're learning chords, essentially learning chords for the first time, you want to be you need to learn the major scale and how the major scale works. You need to know that through and through. Really. And then you learn your triads and learn what everything means within the major scale. Like I always say to my students, and just master them, like literally master the major scale. Don't just know it, like really master it, be able to wield it pretty freely. And I say that, I haven't mastered it yet. So,
well, I wanted to actually touch on some music theory and application, and also maybe the influence of, I guess you would be hanging out with, Japanese teachers in Japan, obviously, but do they have a different way of playing? Hey, Phil's in New Zealand, so this is kind of cool. This is an international chat, and we have Portland, Australia, a couple of, and because I know a lot of like exceptional playing. I guess you'd call them prosody. No, prodigy, not prosody. Wrong word. Prodigy players come out of Japan. So it's just asking, in Japan, are you surrounded by gurus every day? Hey, Linda.
There's let's put it this way. There's just more of everything because the population is so massive.
Right.
Obviously, the way they study and their dedication to study and their dedication to education, they really embrace learning.
How to shred.
A lot more. Yeah, a lot more than everywhere else. But what I find is that I'm trying to wind back guys a bit because I get guys that come in and like if I'll just change this to just for an example.
Because I'm just assuming most of your clients are Japanese, right?
Yeah, it's like 90%. So I teach in Japanese fully. You got to be pretty much. Come on.
Can you talk in Japanese? Say, hey, Doug, you rock.
Dougさんもロックスターだね。ギターもうまいじゃん。上手。めちゃくちゃかっこいいじゃん。
That sounds awesome. Yeah, right.
It's funny from Aussie kind of to the Japanese because I want to speak Japanese right now. I'm actually thinking, no bullshit. Like I'm really thinking how to speak English right now because I rarely.
Wow.
Yeah, like I'm really like it's doing my head in a little bit because I'm like, is that what I say? Like I'm really thinking. I really am. Honest to God, I'm really thinking about it. Yeah.
That's amazing. How cool is that? All right. Well, anyway. Sorry, you go. No, you go.
Yeah. The thing what I was saying is that like what I find with a lot of Japanese guys is that they want to do the whole like shred thing, and they want to learn to play fast and all this kind of stuff. But what I find is interesting is that they haven't, like I was saying about mastering the major scale and like getting your basics sorted and like being able to play just a straight up 12-bar blues, and like even just really simply, like without anything, just playing, even like going from in A, playing an A, D, and E string, just an open string, knowing what a 12-bar blues is. I get a lot of guys that are technically phenomenal, and they'll struggle. Like it's a really hard thing for them to play a 3-chord blues, and then that reveals a lot about their rhythm structure, like where their grooves based, their phrasing. But as soon as you bring that into the picture and add it to what, with all that, man, blisteringly like amazing technique, suddenly they've just got the whole package then, and then it's just like, whoa, okay. Stand back, these guys are it's like you've given the young Jedi too much power. They're going to go to the dark side fully,
Well, having said that, we should get you to play something all the way from Japan.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's see if I can play something that's worthwhile.
That's all right. I'm sure you'll be amazing. You'll be fine.
Which one I'm going to do that the rock thing or the rock bar?
Yeah, you can do whichever one you want. And I'll just, once you get going, I'll pull my shot out of focus and out of frame, and I'll turn my mic off. But I'll just let you know balance if you want to.
Yeah, I'll turn it on now. And just let me know. Is that working okay?
Yeah, I think it might just be a little bit too hot if you can bring the whole thing down a little bit, because I think the compressors just grabbed it.
Okay, 1 second.
If anyone else has an idea, please let us know about the sound. Always open to opinions. Maybe.
We're in the most opinionated.
Hey, Dom, how you going, man?
1 sec. Let me just see if I can. Oh, I know where I can do that. Let me go in here.
Oh, just play, man. It'll be fine. Rock and roll.
Oh, so that's all green now. No yellow or red or anything.
Awesome. All right, cool, man. Hit it.
There we go.
This is Travis all the way from Tokyo, Japan, in the house.
Oh.
Or not.
Yeah, go on. There we go. Alrighty, is that okay?
That was sensational, man. That was cool. So
Yeah.
I guess because you're short of time, I guess we don't have to play the whole tracks. But all right, I'll just have a quick see what
Bring it
you
on.
let me know about how this one's set. So you're doing the hard rock version?
Yeah.
See what happens here. See what happens. And I've got little Jake here saying, "Oh hey." Say hey, Jake.
Ohayou gozaimasu. O genki desu ka?
There you go. And Jenny. Hey, Jenny. She's all the way in Alabama.
Wow, this is crazy. What time is
Yes. and Phil in New Zealand. International shred. All right, we'll see what happens. Here we go. And if you just want to mute your
I can just do that through StreamYard, yeah? Just mute here.
Yeah, that'll be sweet. I'm just going to have to disable this audio pressing, see what happens. Here we go. Yeah, you're muted. You're muted. Oh, nice. Your turn.
I need the cards, man. I need those cards.
All right.
11, 12.
All right. Well, over to you, sir, because I know we've only got you for a little bit. So
okay, let's go to the funk one, maybe. You want me to do that one?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I just want to ask you. So, how do you approach your playing? Like, do you, you're listening for the melody, you're listening for the chords, because just to let everyone know, we're actually playing these. Well, I'm sort of playing them blind. I've only played through them once before. Yep. And we've got a few comments here. It's sounding awesome. Thanks, Phil. All the way in New Zealand. Clap. And then Judy. There we go. And Genka Desku.
Genki de yokatta ne.
And thanks, Jenny. And Veronica. And she was probably sending more cowbell.
I love that. More cowbell. That's what I should have had a card for.
Shinbo Star. Great guitar. Thank you. All right. Well, straight over to let's have some more Japanese playing. So maybe a question about your playing, like, are you thinking techniques, or I guess this type of format is just letting it all hang out, right?
Yeah, well, this is the first time I've heard these backing tracks. I don't even know what the chord progression is, or
me either.
You can hear it, once you've played a lot, you know what's coming, and but I'm always trying to play melodies, and I'm always trying to play and repeat a melody. So that's something I learned from Jim Kelly. Like, always open with a phrase, so you make a melodic statement.
Okay.
And then you build from that phrase. So basically, otherwise you're having a conversation with nobody. So when we're playing music, it should be like this conversation, like we're trying to talk to the listener. And for some guys, it's does Travis say, I know rock してますよ。日本語も大丈夫ですか？話せる? Yeah, I know Rock.
I love it.
Rock's a really famous bar in Osaka. It's and a lot of the really great guys go in. I've got some cool stories about that place that we can talk about.
Oh, wow.
Another thing, yeah, and some other stories.
What I love about Japan is they have everything. So I remember going to some random bar because the bars are like stacked. Level 1 is one theme. Level 2 is Mexican theme. Level 3 is like German theme. And I'm not joking. I actually went to these things. And level 4 was something I've never ever seen before. And they said, "Oh, you're a musician. You should play." And I was like, "I can't play without a guitar and an amp." And they asked, the next question was, "What amp do you want?" And I was like, "Are you serious?" So they rolled out a Les Paul and a Marshall. It's like, when does that ever happen? When does that seriously?
It's pretty crazy, yeah.
No one, but I'm glad you there to vouch. Like, same as the guitar shops. Like, one shop has 4 floors, and that's the norm. That's not excessive. That's just normal. Yeah.
A lot of tour in like big department stores, and it's like they're on the 8th floor, and they'll be on 2 floors, and we're talking like huge. Like, we're not talking like, like the corner milk bar. It's
no, that's right. Yeah.
It's a massive, yeah. So, yeah, I do. Danny. I know Chris Jurgensen, really great guy. He teaches in Shibuya in the Tokyo School of Music, TSM. Lovely, lovely cat. He's a really good guy. Yeah.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, is rock next to roll? But anyway, it was a sad joke. But rock and roll.
Rock and roll on the way to the emergency ward.
All right, your turn, man. You better play some funk. So let's see some motif development.
Yeah, that's the thing. Here we go. Let's see if I can. So,
and please let everyone else let us know how the sound is, and please share it, etc. That'd be cool. That sounds like a YouTube ad. God.
Nice and relaxed.
Sensational, man. Sensational. I liked it. What was that one? That was the funky power funk.
Yeah. So
power funk jam.
I should be doing all this kind of stuff with.
Rules are only meant to be broken.
Yeah, all that skunk stuff, but but it's fun to jam over. So.
Yeah, I guess it's like going to a bar in Japan. Every level it's different flavor, so it's good, man. I really miss Japan. I can't wait to go back. I think it's so important that every music shop should have a bar. Like, what better way to sell guitars than to have a bar in there? Like, seriously.
And we'll send 5 of those to you, prompt.
All right, I'll just have a quick go over this one. So I'll have a go at some motif development, like you were saying. Oh, let's see what happens. Can you hear that all right? Maybe motif. Outside. It's Scott Henderson. Tommy Emmanuel showed me this one. Was it Phil? I can't remember. If you hear, I'll do full screen so you can see it. motif. Your turn. Oh, I left my mic on. Whoops. Your turn.
I'll just show you one thing. I'll just do one thing here. I'll just show you something. Like, this is what's really cool about this. This is what I got from Jim Kelly. This is not my thing, man. This is like, you know, who Jim Kelly is.
Jim Kelly's amazing. I love him.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, wait 1 second. Let me go back to that jam thing. So if I do this, I'll leave my mic on if that's okay, just so I can sort of talk while I'm doing it.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
So if I do that, I've kind of like given up everything in my first like sort of flow. And this is what Jim used to tell us, you know.
A phrase, so, yep.
Yeah, it's probably one of my licks, so to speak. It's my, man, when I play this, you guys are gonna blow your heads off, you know, that kind of stuff. But it's a really cool thing to be able to, between it, have that breathing room of like, and think of it like a conversation. And that's what Jim used to really kind of push home with us, was like, if you're having a conversation, you're talking a million miles an hour, you know, and never breathing, you probably end up either suffocating yourself or or, you know, just like fully alienating everyone else, you know. Oh, what do you mean by motive? Oh, so motive is a bit of a loaded word. Like, it sounds really cool. It's just,
that's why I say it. So because it sounds cool. Just an idea. Well, no, you explain how you would teach it. That's good.
Well, the way I think about anything, and this is more from Joe Satriani's kind of school of thought and train of thought, is all musical elements and all musical theory, it's all equal. There is nothing better than the other. And this is just a perception thing. And when we play, it's what we do with it. And like you were saying in the message, like application. Like if I'm playing like something like I play that, but if I play it more like I'm not even thinking about timing, feel, touch, or anything. I'm playing the same notes of an A minor pentatonic, but you know, so it's got nothing to do with terminology, scales, or, you know, I'm playing the major Phrygian. You know, it's like, I don't care. I want to hear what you play. I want to hear what you do with it. And I want you to do something musical with it. And then I'll be more like, okay, I really dig what you're doing. It's not because of the scale or the thing that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, how I explain motif is for Jenny, if that makes sense, is to like no, like that's a motif. And yeah, so it's just it's just an idea, but then I get people to, you know, apply two concepts called elongation and truncation. So if I have that with less reverb than that, but if I elongate it, make it longer, or truncate it, you know, that's how I so a motif, but just expanding on it. And like I did before, play something that sounds tension and try and resolve. But anyway, that's another
Yeah, but what you're saying is
concept.
right on because so cool from the Iceman, you too. I like it. Yeah, I think it's like Jim used to say things like in our workshops. It's really cool. He'd say, "I'm still learning to play Three Blind Mice,"
Mm.
and on it.
Yeah, right.
And you do that, and you go, are you like you trying to punk us or something? Like, are you serious?
Yeah, right.
Go into the whole blurb, like the whole music thing and everything. Then you just like you'd be always sitting there and just getting totally. Yeah, everything works if at the right time and place. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
there's no rules. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you play something like if you've got a nice blues playing and then you just like got this full-on 80s shred sound, but it's a really classic blues tune.
Yep.
It's not in the right. It's not applicable
Context.
to that. It's context is big time, and so yeah, and it's trying to learn when that's important, when to use it, and all that.
Yep.
But yeah, but motive, yeah, I always look at that a repeated theme, and then you can
and add to it. Okay, cool. How are we going on? Oh, cool. You got 20 minutes. So, if anyone else has got any more questions, so just for those people who just joined us, Travis runs a music school or music academy in Japan. So we actually almost crossed paths when I was in Japan. I think you ended up being busy or something. Yeah.
Yeah. The problem with me is that if you don't, like, honest to God, if you don't get to me with at least 2 months prior to coming here,
you'll be full.
It's pretty hard because students book ahead at least 2 months ahead. And then I've got like other work going on. And then they have all the festivals and stuff here that I'm usually involved in, like the big, Fuji Rock, Summer Sonic and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so I mean, and I don't go, like, if you were to get on my socials and that, you don't see me posting that stuff all the time. You don't see me posting, photos with people. I mean, everyone to their own. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or a good thing. It's just personally, I just keep all that as a private thing.
Right.
And I have really close relationships with people that they're really dear friends. And
yeah, right.
Yeah, so I just
and do you actually play as an original artist as well on the festivals in Japan?
It depends on the festival. Some of them absolutely not because they're just massive, and I'm not at that level. Or I'm not the choice of artist they'd want for that particular thing. So yeah, application,
yes,
thing.
Yep.
And there's a lot of politics in music, as you know. Like, I did someone a favor in the UK, so when you come out to Japan, we'll put you on this show.
Yep.
Blah,
yep.
blah,
Back scratching.
Yeah, we find out and we're like, what? They don't even have, like, are you kidding me? Like, and then it goes on, and that's a fair statement for things, So, question: any ideas on how Western music can lay out? I'm not sure what that means.
Do you mean modes, Dom? I'm not sure. Or harmonically? Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if this is related, but I'll just share to Mr. Jorgensen. Okay, awesome.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Chris.
Awesome. So, we should actually do some more shredding while we got you here. Well, I'll talk more theory very shortly. But yeah, you want to play over something else?
Yeah, what else we got here? Let me just grab up I saw a Gilmore thing come up here. That'd be okay. I'm going up.
Yeah, man. If you what, sorry?
If I put that in the chat thing there, did you see?
Yeah, yep. Send it over.
I just put it in the StreamYard side there. Is that cool?
Maybe if you send it in the other chat because
okay.
I'm streaming. Oh, here we go. Dom says think orchestra.
Oh, okay. Okay. I kind of get what he's saying now. Think orchestra. Okay. Orchestrating and yeah. Here we go. One sec. Let me just see how this sounds, if it works. I don't have my board in front of me, so I can't do that really cool. breaking up and cutting out. Is that on my end or?
Might be a little bit too hot.
Yeah, that's. One sec, let me. Okay. See if it does it now. It might be just a bandwidth thing. Sorry, man. I just realized I've just been playing for ages. Oh my god.
That's fine, man. That's fine. That's what we're here for. So Dom says it's better when you turn your mic off.
Ah, okay.
That's better. Okay, cool. That's awesome, man. Great. Loved it. It's fantastic. If anyone's got any more, I don't know. Did you send me that one or?
Yeah, it should be there. Lots of flops in there, but it's all good.
What
was going on there?
I don't know what's going on with this. I've got something else, but it's not what you've got because my playing device. Oh, no, it's just come awake now. changed key on me. Got no idea what's going on with the track. Hang on. I can't hear you. I think you mute your mic.
There we go.
Okay.
I just muted it while you're playing. Yeah, that track's a really good one to play because it is modal. The chords are really distinct, and you really gotta be on the ball with that one. Actually, you found out.
Like, oh my god, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, but that's a good thing. I think you always want to be in the hot seat because it's really funny. I don't know if you studied about learning a lot with how the brain works and the neural paths and all that work. You probably have.
Yeah, through. Yeah, I'm a music teacher by day, actually. So.
Oh, I didn't know that. I seriously didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm an ensemble director. Yeah. True story.
Wow.
So I went. I got a jazz degree. I don't actually tell many people that, but yeah, I went and studied jazz and went to Con and did the instrumental.
In Brizzy?
What's that? Sorry.
In Brizzy, at the Con in Brizzy.
I did a JMI course, but I got to go to Griffith when I did the instrumental.
Okay.
How to, pedagogy.
Yeah, pedagogy.
How to teach. Yeah, so just did really, really in-depth analysis on, engaging a student if they're auditory, kinesthetic, or visual stimulus learner.
Yep.
Pretty deep stuff. So
yeah, that's really NLP and stuff goes into that as well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
and
fantastic.
I just enrolled in university again last week, actually, which is
really?
another. I'm doing something else, yeah. Because next I did honors, and next I would like to do PhD, but I'm still formulating my thesis. Yeah, but anyway, that's
to get it, and you got to get it approved and everything, and run it through.
Yeah, that's a massive job, but I'm just doing something else to, I'm always doing stuff.
It's good.
It's pretty deep. But anyway, what were you saying about learning?
Oh, on a simple level that listen. I'm not trying to say that people are listening are not intellectually inclined, but when you're in levels of stress, the way the brain operates, that's the time that you really adapt and learn, and the brain's plasticity increases a lot. So
yes,
I think at all the brain plasticity, there's a big myth. Oh, it decreases, you lose it. It's like, well, it's not so true. There literally is less room in there when they're comparing, brain scans to a child to an adult. But the plasticity, I'm trying to remember words now, is a thing that when if you're put under high stress, you can get two results. You can either be in a high stress situation that's kind of, you're playing music, you're doing something fun, but it's still very stressful. And how you hear a lot of cats when they say, man, I learn so much when I play gigs. When I play in front of people, I just seem I learn more. I get better at playing. And then, but when they're sitting at home, you just relax, and if you make a mistake, it doesn't really matter, So that stress level is a huge part of the brain, like the way I'm trying to keep it really just.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I totally agree because, let's say someone's because I actually use this exact concept to teach chords.
Yeah.
So I'll just show you what I do. So, if someone's had a, heaven forbid, a car accident, you will remember everything unless you've been knocked out, because under adrenaline, all your senses are heightened. So you see more things in slow motion.
Well,
you smell things.
You got really peripheral vision, and everything becomes slowed down, and you just get everything coming in.
Because you can relive that scene, situation, explicitly with great detail. Yeah. So what I do is teaching a chord is I simulate the stress. So I get them to, let's say they're doing a D chord.
Yeah.
So obviously for beginners out there, the hardest shape to get your head around as a beginner, I'm not talking to shred heads at all, but the C shape to the G shape. Why? Because you have to invert your wrist. Your wrist has to move forward like this.
Big movement.
It's a new motor skill. So what I get how I teach is you get all the fingers on the frets, and then you pulse it, right? And because what we're training is it's called a twitch, right? You're training a twitch. So a boxer, when he's boxing, if there's a punch coming, they don't go, oh, I wonder what I'm going to do today. Like by that time, they're already knocked out. So you practice the twitch, you know, and then what to simulate the stress is I get them to spell something they've never spelt before backwards.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Right. Because then as soon as you have to spell something, you visualize it, but backwards. But you visualize it forward first because that's the way you know. Then you have to unbolt it backwards. So I get them to spell their mum's name, you know. So my mother's name is Elliebag, right? But because my conscious mind is focused on an intellectual task, the subconscious mind has just engaged subconsciously. And this happens when you drive, if you drive, you know, or if you drive with your parents. You know, if you're driving with your parents, they don't go, oh, we got to stop. Where's the brake pedal? If that's happening, maybe you should get new parents. But, you know, I'm just saying it's a subconscious reaction, you know, like, and when we're playing, you know, obviously you've been playing for years as well. A lot of it is with no thought. Because I've done this 100 million times, these things happen, and I want to be in a different space to get a different sound. I know this is really, really deep, but anyway, that was the cut and shut of using adrenaline to learn how to play music.
Absolutely. I mean, I did. We can go on. I'd love to do this again because I'd love to talk to you a bit more about this because I had a really bad motor vehicle accident many, many years ago. I was ran over by a car.
You were run over.
Yeah, literally. Like I did a U-turn on double lines and just took me out. And it was while I was studying at university. So that's a good topic actually, because
of all the things I could have brought up, man.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Sorry.
No, but that's literally what happens. I've experienced it in that literal sense, and you know, death flashing before your eyes. What really happens, not what people fantasize and romanticize about.
Wow.
So I went to neuroscience psychologist, and went and got tests done. You know, one for the insurance company and one against the insurance company. And they were like 3-hour tests, and they did all these IQ things. They had to answer like 300 multi-choice questions. They had me doing these crazy mazes and these like you know that doctor game where if you touch the edge it zaps like a buzzer.
Yeah.
It was like this where you had to remember, and they put you under stress, all that stuff. So I learned a lot about, you know, how the mind works and how the brain works in that real sense, because I was the freaking guinea pig, you know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so plasticity and all that stuff, I'm really into that, man. I love the Joe Rogan podcast. He had a guy on recently. It was really great.
Yeah, and I love Brian Rose's cast as well, London Mayor.
Yeah,
Dan
phenomenal.
Pena. Oh man, he's my new hero.
Yeah, there's some crazy cats out there. They just blow my mind. So when I'm running in the morning, I put on the headphones, and that's what I listen to just because then I'm in a state of stress, the highest learning situation. Adrenaline's rushing, and I'm getting all this information, and I'm really taking it in. And that's when I work out. I'll work out songs and arrangements and stuff. But anyway, I got to go. So
yeah, well, I just want to say in that last bit about stress is I actually listened to my podcast at 1.5 times the speed.
What was that? Say that again?
I listen to podcasts at 1.5 times the speed. So it's really fun. I was like, hello, and today we are going to... Because it forces me to be in that state every day.
Yeah.
I might miss it, but it forces me to actively listen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
because you go off in, man, we've got to do this again, and let's do some notes and get topics. This is a cool topic.
Yes. I am right into this, yes. Well, thank you for your time, sir. The game Operation, that's what it's called. Doctor Operation.
Yeah, that's the game Operation, Doctor, and the nurse.
So I've been time about 12 times. Wow.
Wow, okay.
We'll have to talk about that. But thank you again for your time, sir.
Thank you, Doug. Let's again for sure. Let's work it out. I would love to.
Okay, cool. Let's wave off, and we will be in touch. Thank you again, man. See you soon.
Thank you, brother. See you guys. Bye.
Wrong button. There we go. So thanks, Travis, and please like and subscribe and share. And I have a YouTube link here. So here we go. So I need a friend tonight. So please subscribe. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. That was very enlightening, and hopefully we'll get another podcast live in Japan very, very soon. But this weekend I should have a podcast live in New York, and I also do a podcast live in London. So, from Australia all around the world, rock and roll, actually. But thank you again for your time. Actually, we probably should play some music while I'm here, right? May as well, since I've set it all up. If there's any questions, please say something. And what's a good one? I really like that power funk one. So I'll just do a little bit of this. Bit of self-indulgence. Oh. It's really, really cold here, so just warm me up. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you again next